nerds, what's up? Today's video is going to be my haul for November and my TBR for December 2018. It's the end of the year. What the heck is happening? I don't know, but I have a video for my 'Tis the Season-a-thon TBR, which was the first week of December. And so real quick, if you want to see those, I planned on reading Harry Potter, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and The Afterlife of Holly Chase. So those books are some things that hopefully I've read by the time this video goes up, but I don't know yet. I have 2 guaranteed books I want to read this month, and then I have to do my Goodreads pick, and I have to do my TBR jar pick. But first, let's go through my haul. I actually didn't buy anything this month, but I have some books that were sent to me, and I did have a credit on Book of the Month because I canceled my subscription, so I needed to just use my credit, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But really quick here, I was sent a bunch of books from Penguin, and so I do have a haul of these books up if you want to see everything. That will be linked right there in the cards. But yeah, I did get those for the Fall into Fantasy Readathon. And then now I have my Book of the Month box. So I have been subscribed to Book of the Month for probably about 6 months, and I really love their subscription. But in case you didn't know, but because I don't talk about it enough, I'm getting married in 5 months. And so I canceled my subscription because I was just like, I am collecting these books. I am not reading them at the pace that I'm getting them, so I can definitely afford, you know, for my bookshelves and whatnot, to take a break. So I'm planning on bringing Book of the Month back, but for now I'm not going to be subscribed to them anymore, so this will be the last one for a while. But Book of the Month just sends you a box that says Read, Love, Repeat every month, and then they send you the book that you order. These books, you get 5 choices for $14.99. You get one of them, and then you can add up to 2 or 3 more for $9.99 each. They are usually hardcover adult novels that are worth like $25, so you definitely get a deal. And then you also get a bookmark, and this has something fancy in it too, which I don't know what it is, but it might be like, come back because you stopped being subscribed. It definitely might be that. So it always is wrapped up like this. I don't usually show these as unboxings because I usually open them in the middle of the month, but oh well. So I have a bookmark here. It always comes with a quote on the back. This one says, "A book is a heart that only beats in the chest of another." Aww. And then I have this fancy thing. Look at the back of that. And then it says Book of the Month on the front. Give a gift, get a gift. Get a free add-on next month when you buy a gift today. It's a Christmas special. So I guess if you buy a book, wow, I can't hold it. If you buy a gifted book this month for somebody else, then you get a free book for yourself. So this month I got For Better and Worse, a novel by Margot Hunt. And to be honest with you, I don't remember what this is about. It was the perfect marriage until everything went wrong. Oh yeah, it's an adult thriller. On their first date back in law school, Natalie and Will Clark bonded over drinks, dinner, and whether they could get away with murder. Now married, they'll pull the ladder to the test when an unchecked danger in their community places their son in jeopardy. Working as a criminal defense attorney, Nat refuses to rely on the broken legal system to keep her family safe. She knows that if you want justice, you have to get it yourself. Shocked to discover Nat's taken matters into her own hands, Will has no choice but to dirty his also. His family is in way too deep to back down now. He's just not sure he recognizes the woman he married. Nat's always been fiercely protective, but never this ruthless or calculating. When the police poking holes in their airtight plan, what will be the first to fall apart? Their scandalous secret or their marriage? I'm getting married. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just had weddings on the brain and I decided to buy this. It sounds interesting. It has rings on the front. I think that's why I bought it. That is my entirety of my haul for this month. I will be getting a very large expansive C, which I'll talk about in a second, from the library. I am also going to be getting either The Afterlife of Holly Chase from Hoopla or from the library. So I do have a few other books coming in, but they're library books, so they will be left again. Speaking of a very large expansive sea, that is one of the books I want to read this month, so let's head on into the TBR. On December 14th at 8 p.m. PST, we are doing our Sassy Book Club live show for A Very Large Expansive Sea. That was our November pick. This month the pick is Harry Potter, and I was supposedly supposed to read this at the first month of December, so hopefully I did. And this live show is to be announced, but it'll be sometime in January. So we will be having a live show for A Very Large Expansive Sea very soon. I think when you see this, it'll be be in a week, if I'm not mistaken, so I need to read that for sure because I didn't get to it in November. The other book that I'm definitely planning on reading this month is Their Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, because I read this Savage song in November and I really loved it, and so I need to read Their Dark Duet immediately and then be really sad that it's only a duology. That's the plan. This book is about monsters and humans, and when humans do really bad things, a monster is created out of the violence, and there are 3 different types of monsters, and this book follows Kate, a human who just wants to be as vicious as her dad, and then August, who is a monster and just really wants to be a human. And it was so beautiful, and I just can't wait for the sequel. Time for the TBR jar. If you guys don't know how I do my TBR jar every month, I pick 3 pieces of paper out of this thing, which then tells me where on this shelf. It's always this shelf because this is mostly unread books and this is mostly read books. So it tells me where to go pick up books from, and then of those 3 books that I pick out, I have to read one of them. So, let's get down on the bottom. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so the first book that I picked out was on the very top shelf, which is kind of like a mishmash of everything that doesn't fit into the other shelves that are relatively ordered by like genre. So it's Not If I Save You First by Allie Carter. I got this at Y'all West for free, and it says, find the boy, save the boy, kiss, kill, which are both crossed out, make the boy pay for what he did for you. And then the back says, he has a killer on his tail. She has a bedazzled hatchet. What could possibly go wrong? I should probably give this book away because it makes me roll my eyes too hard. The next one that I picked out was on shelf 2, which is a mostly sci-fi and fantasy stuff. And so I got Angel Fall by Susan E. I've heard great things about this book. It's about angels and the apocalypse. Apocalypse. The last one that I picked was on this shelf, and it was actually, what was supposed to be picked was book 4 of a series, so I went and picked book 1 because I haven't read this series yet, and it was Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly. I do really love Jennifer Donnelly. I haven't read a mermaid book in a while. Basically, it's about a princess who's betrothed to a dude, a princess mermaid. There's like bad stuff brewing, but she's trying not to think about it, and then everything goes to shit. So those are my 3 TBR picks, and I will read one of these. I'll tell you right now, I probably am not going to read this one. In fact, it should go into the unhaul shelf right now, but I'm going to be filming an unhaul in the next coming weeks, so I'm going to wait to unhaul it until then so that you can see when I do. But yeah, so these are the 3 books that I have to pick from for my TBR jar. For this one, I started doing this recently, and basically I go to my want to read shelf on Goodreads, pick from number 1 to 461, because that's how many books are on my to read list. And so I get a random number generator. I want to try to do this starting in the new year, but it's December, so I might as well do it this month. I'm going to put a poll in the cards over here, and you guys can vote which books should I read out of these 3. So I'm going to find a random number generator, and then let's get started. So we're doing 1 to 461, 366. Providence by Carolyn Kepnes. Carolyn Kepnes is the one who wrote You, and this book says, growing up as best friends in small town New Hampshire, John and Chloe are the only ones who understand each other, though they can never find the words to tell one another their depth of their feelings. When John is finally ready to confess his feelings, he's suddenly kidnapped by his substitute teacher. I'm a substitute teacher! Who is obsessed with H.P. Lovecraft and has a plot to save humanity. 203. 203. A Whole New World by Liz Brasdell. Oh, it's an Aladdin retelling. Reimagines classic Disney stories in surprising new ways. So this dark and daring version of Aladdin twists the original story with the question, what if Jafar was the first one to summon the genie? Ooh. And number 3 of your choices is number 336. A List of Cages. Ooh, I know this one. By Robin Rowe. This is a contemporary, I'm pretty sure. When Adam Blake lands the best elective ever in his senior year, serving as an aide to the school psychologist, he thinks he's got it made. Sure, it means a lot of sitting around, which isn't easy for a guy with ADHD, but he can't complain since he gets to spend the next period texting all his friends. spend the period texting all his friends. Then the doctor asks him to track down the troubled freshman who keeps dodging her, and Adam discovers that boy is Julian, the foster brother he hasn't seen in 5 years. Interesting. Okay, so your options for me are Providence by Carolyn Kepnes, which is a thriller, contemporary, A Whole New World, which is maybe a historical fiction / Aladdin retelling. I don't know if there'll be magic in it. Or A List of Cages by Robin Rowe, which is a contemporary about a high school student, young adult. Those are your options. Poll is there. Please vote on those. Help me pick my TBR. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to keep it chill for this TBR because I want to be able to maybe add some more nostalgic things, like I kind of want to reread Twilight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so you can always hit that little notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you guys very soon with a new one. Bye! I wish I could take all the